What's up, friends and fam? So the long-awaited video is here. About why I became a Presbyterian. Now I know I said probably like a week ago that I was going to post a video on why I decided to become vegan, but because I only eat seafood, it's called Pescatarian. And for one, let me do apologize about the delay, but between being a mom, a grandma, and a fiance, and trying to do all of my other normal day to day duties, it did get delayed. And then, as you can see, on top of that, my voice had got shot, so um, it's it's coming back. Well, it's back, but whatever. But it's just that when my voice get real husky because of allergies, sometimes it does drop, and I was just like, oh, I sound too dude-ish. But anyways, um, it's just been a busy couple weeks. So let me just get right into this video. So thank you all for the inbox. Thank you for the text messages because I did receive some text messages. I do have a list that I am going to try to stick to and answer as many questions. So if you did inbox me and I did not get to your question, or if I just maybe just like this video was just going too long, then please do forgive me. And also again forgive me for my voice because it's really shot. It's still shot again tonight. Like me and me like literally like just got back in, and I guess by me being out it just became just worse, a little bit more worse. But in all, let's get right into it again. Okay, so one of the first questions that I did get was, how long have I became? How long have I been a vegetarian or pescatarian? And let me explain the difference. A pescatarian, we only eat seafood, and seafood like we don't eat any of the meat products. So anything that, like say for instance, beef, chicken, um, duck, lamb, whatever it is, I don't eat any of that. Outside of seafood, that's the only meat that I eat. So it's called pescatarian. Um, and how long? So I want to say I have been stumbling with it for probably about a year and a half now. But I officially transfer over maybe like May of this year. So it all started with one day, Yummy and I, we was actually going to a wedding in Georgia when we were um, going to a friend of ours' wedding. And as we were on our way, we accidentally, I don't know whether it was the GPS or what, but the GPS led us through a pasture where they actually killed the bulls and the cows for meat. But one of the things we never ever got over into this day, and I think that was in 2018 when Yummy and I went. It may have been 2009, the beginning of 2019 or late 2018. But we never forgot the smell. The smell was just horrific. It's one of those smells. We passed by the slaughterhouse. That's what it was. So even then, it began to like taint, the way that we would eat, beef at the time or anything that came from beef. So it kind of like, just like begin to change, but we never really converted. So, but being right there with the slaughterhouse, it's a smell that you never forget. I mean, again, we years later, and even now, just the thought of it, like we were on that road for maybe like 3 miles in this small country town in Georgia, headed to the wedding, and actually we had to come back through to get back to our home, and it was just horrible. It was horrible. So then we was just like, okay, like maybe we should just cut off. That's when the idea was presented. So we just basically just like cut off beef at the time. We slowly began to um, get away from beef. Then earlier this year, which was like in May, I said, well, I'm just gonna try it because one day I was eating chicken, and the smell of it began to get to me. So I was just like, okay, I'll just try it. I'll just try it just to see how it gets. So I said, well, maybe if I can go 1 week without eating any meat. If I can go 1 week without eating any meat, then maybe I can make it. And it wasn't something that I jumped into. It was something that I gradually did. So I just took like the first week. I just took like all beef products away, like everything pertaining to beef, chicken. I just began to slowly just pull everything away. And so when I made it through the first week, I remember I reached out to my friend. I'm not gonna say her name because she is on Facebook, but she did recommend this group to me, and it's a vegetarian group. And what the group did was it actually taught me, how to tailor my meals or how to cook. And I knew I wanted to begin a healthy lifestyle, but I knew that because I grew up eating meat my whole life, I knew that I was probably still going to want, or crave meat. Like, let's be honest, when you had it your whole life, sometimes going cold turkey just does not work. So she told me to register for the group, and they began to show me how to eat, vegetarian style. So I tried that for a week, but then when the week went by, I was like, dang, like that wasn't bad at all. So I was like, okay, I'll go another week. Mind you, at this particular time, um, Yummy was still eating all his meat, like like it wasn't nothing. Like so, he was still eating the meat, but I wasn't. I was beginning to slowly just change. Um, Giving up milk wasn't hard. Let me just say that because I'm lactose intolerant, so I always had to drink soy milk. But then the beef and everything, just giving up that slowly, um, just really just began to become a lifestyle. But one of the things that made me actually change it indefinite was the way my body began to feel. So my body began to feel more healthier, I want to say, mentally, physically, emotionally. I noticed that I wasn't weighed down anymore when I ate any of my foods. I noticed that I had more energy. I noticed that I wasn't sick as much, like as far as like the common cold or just a lot of things that can come on. My body just really just felt so much different. So now we're like 2 weeks in. Now, by the end, honestly, by the end of the second week, I knew I was done. And the reason why I knew I was done was because the thought of eating meat began to make me sick. And again, this is no disrespect to anyone who does eat meat or whatever. But the thought of it began would begin to make me sick. Like if I would see it, or just like if it was on my plate. And one day, Yummy and I went to Daytona, and to all my Daytona people, Bethune Grill was the spot. And so we went to Bethune Grill, and as we went to Bethune Grill, I was just like, of course I got my regular, because y'all know my Bethune people, y'all know about that sauce and wings, and especially if they cook them good. So we went to Bethune Grill in Daytona, and I could not eat the meat at all. And let me tell you, Bethune Grill, I love Bethune Grill. Like whenever I was in Daytona, it would be times where I would just stay at Bethune Grill. I didn't have to go to the beach, and even though the beach is right down the street, so I knew once I gave up Bethune Grill, I was just like, oh, okay, I know I cannot do this anymore. So it began to be a lifestyle. I began to feel healthier emotionally, physically. Just my body in general just began to feel so much better. So I began to just like continue to follow the vegan group, and just continue to just monitor, what products does have, you know, meat in it. All my burgers, everything that I eat begin to become plant based. So let me just go there and just say it become plant based. So let me just get into the questions right quick because I don't want the video to be too long. Um, so one of the questions I did get is Yummy a vegetarian or does Yummy only eat meat with me? Um, to be honest, I would say Yummy is 95% Pescatarian. And the reason why I say that is because every now and then he may grab a piece of meat, but not really like that. The other day, like we had eggs on our plate, and again, we both was just like, we can't do this. So it was just like something you just toss to the side and you just keep it moving. Hey, so 95% of the time, I would say he may have a wing every now and then, but not necessarily like that. Like so, we really have really just altered our lifestyle to basically plant based food and basically seafood only. A second question: are my children, are my sons, or our sons, are they vegetarians? Absolutely not. My kids is Potter's house, oxtails all day, riding to like smothered pork chop. Like I'm sorry, Booby and Daddy is not converting. Even when we went to Orlando, no, the boys are definitely not converted over at all. And that's not something that I did not force this on anybody. I believe everybody is grown to each his own. Everybody have their own road to travel. So if that's something that they wanted to do, they're not in our house. They don't live with us. They have their own place. So I I can't tell no grown man what to do. Even as far as Yummy, as much as we love each other, he's still his own human being. So we didn't force that on them, and I didn't force that on them. But no, they're Potter's house strong. They still love they food. I mean Popeyes, whatever it is, the boys still eat. Um, is Chubbs is another question. Is do I make Chubbs eat vegetarian? No, I don't. Chubbs, when she comes over to spend the night, I don't. She does accommodate to the food that we do have here. However, um, with Chubbs, she's she's a picky eater anyway, as far as the texture of her foods. But no, I try not when she's over here with us. I try not to let her go too far out the way anyway. Even though I'm grandma and the rules get broken, but I still try to keep her, you know, um, with healthy foods and healthy snacks. Do I get it right all the time? No, but no, I do not force it on her. It's certain items that I do keep in the refrigerator for her in the event that she does come over. But to be honest, I will eventually do a refrigerator haul so you guys can see that a lot of the plant based foods do taste exactly the same. So nope, I didn't force her. Chubbs is her daddy's daughter. So she loves her Popeyes. She loves her meat. She loves her chicken nuggets. The baby can eat, but I did not force it on her. And again, I'm not her parent, so I can sit up here and tell them all day. But I gave birth to her dad. Her mom and her dad is responsible for if however lifestyle they want her to live. So no, but Chubbs does pretty well um, with when she comes over here. She adjusts well. Yummy and I do keep snacks here for her. We do keep foods for her, but she does good. Um, how do I handle it when I go out? That was another big question that I did have. When we go out, we basically just look for either a lot of the stores now or a lot of the restaurants do have vegetarian or seafood items. So a lot of it is plant based. So they do have their separate menu, which is great. So what we do now, we do just look for those menus that are, tailored to vegetarians now or seafood because we do still eat seafood. So yeah, that is definitely not a challenge. A lot of people think that it is a challenge or whatever, whatever. It's not. The thing with in Orlando, when we went to Orlando, because a lot of people was asking us, how did you eat in Orlando? We eat the same. We just don't eat the beef or the chicken or the pork or any of that. Another question is, do I still crave? Do I still crave meat? So sometimes the smells can spark up. Um, However, when it comes to eating it, if it's on my plate, I'm not gonna eat it. Mm-mm. No, because like I said, I'm 42 years old. So being that I am 42 years old, mind you, we're talking about 42 years of a lifestyle. So yes, the smell, the when I smell a southern breakfast or when I smell something, it sparks it up. But if you put it on my plate, I'm not gonna eat it. But one thing me and Yummy and I did was that we tailored because we do still eat seafood. We still have our grits and our gravy, our onions. We eat a lot more vegetables. We still can have our snow crabs, fried crabs, king crabs, fish, shrimp. The other night we had shrimp and grits. So yeah, so we still, we still crave it, but we still just alter it how we eat it. So we still eat. Have I lost weight? Um, Not really. I don't know why a lot of people think, oh, just because you become vegan that you lose weight. That's not always the case. You're not as heavy as you are when you eat, but no, my weight still the same. I'm not gonna throw no numbers out there, but it. Sorry, I felt like a piece of hair did get in my nose. So I'm sorry, but no, my weight is still where I want it to be. And to be honest, it's really easy to maintain now because I don't have to worry about if I eat this piece of meal right here, is it going to stay in my body for X amount of days or something like that, or is it going to tilt me over the scale or something like that? Mm-mm. No, so my weight, I've tried to stay on top of my weight for the last couple of years now, but no, I haven't lost any weight. I haven't lost any or really gained any. It's basically, yeah, I always stay between a 5 to 7 pound range that I like to stay in between. I don't like to get too far over or, you know, there's I just always monitor my weight. So no, I don't didn't lose weight or, anything. You still eating. Yeah, I mean, if anything, you eat a little more because you don't feel like you're eating as much. Um, One of the other questions that we get all the time, or that I did get, I'm sorry, is why I did not give up seafood. Seafood was the last thing that I decided not to give up as of this moment. That does not mean in the next video that I'm not gonna come back and just say, "Oh, hey, I finally gave up seafood." The reason why I didn't give up seafood is because I wanted to go slowly into it, and at that moment, I was not ready to give up seafood. I didn't see the difference in me not eating seafood. Supposed to be not. I didn't see the difference in me giving up seafood. Supposed to be giving meat was a big. Let me blah, blah, blah. Okay, it was a big difference between me giving up meat, supposed to me giving up seafood. So when I gave up seafood for a little while, I didn't see a big difference in how I felt. Supposed to how I felt differently when I gave up meat. So, um, if that's making sense, sorry about that. But yeah, so that's basically why I decided I still love my snow crabs. Those who know me, like my homeboys, like that I support black owned businesses, Kenneth, my god brother Hakeem. Even here, me and Yummy would throw a crab boil on like it's nothing during the week. Like that's just us. Our fried fish, fried shrimp, our freezer stay basically stocked with this. So I did ask God whenever He's ready for me to not eat seafood anymore. When He tell me to stop, I will stop. But other than that, just like He took the meat part away with no problem, when He's ready for me to stop, I'll stop. But I still love my crab boys. As of right now, no, sorry, sorry, I haven't as of yet. So your girl still, I still got a lot left in me, but so I still haven't given it up as of yet. Like I said, in the next video, I may come back and say, hey y'all, I'm not doing seafood anymore. Um, so yeah, that's basically a lot of questions. I'm trying to see um how yeah, that is one. I'm trying to look at the list and everything like that. Okay. How do the boys feel about my lifestyle? When I say my boys, my kids, and also Yummy. Let me start with my sons. My sons have been very supportive. Of course, in me, Booby, and Day Day fashion, they joke and laugh because I taught or showed them how to make vegan spaghetti, vegan chili, and of course my children, we have a joking relationship. That's how close we are. But they are very supportive. I could not have had more supportive sons than ever. And I try to get them to come over and be like, y'all don't have dinner. They be like, Mama, don't be cooking us no meatless meatballs and nothing like that. So we joke and laugh and and stuff like that. Yummy has been supportive since day one. My support system has been amazing. So between Booby and Day Day and Yummy, I think that's the reason why I'm able to stand right here and talk right now because I've had such an awesome support system. Not one time have they wavered. The boys joke, but other than that, my kids have been very, very supportive. So I'm beyond blessed, with that. My refrigerator still get rated. I'm not gonna say which one of my kids, but they do. So the support system is there. Um, but yeah, so um, potlucks at work. As of right now, like you just have to tailor. Um, with everyone working from home now, so I guess you just have to tailor it. Or if you do encounter a potluck at work, just stay true to who you are. That's at the end. You just stay true to you. If you know that, or if the situation would approach itself with me when we were in the office, I would probably just stick to what I eat or something like that. But if you are thinking about it, then just stick to your veggies. Stick to your plant based. Stick to what you want, or bring your little snacks. Nobody said you had to eat, So that was one of the questions as well. But yeah, I feel amazing. Health, mentally, physically, emotionally. It just changed me. It really and truly did. I don't regret it at all. If I had the chance to go back, I wouldn't. Sorry, unless they told me, hey, like your life depending on it or your health depending on it, I would maybe go back then. But other than that, no, no regrets at all. I love it. I really and truly do. Um, so yeah, it's been an amazing journey. It's been since May, so the journey has just been awesome. Definitely great. So I am just loving it. The energy levels are up. Oh, and not only that, whenever people think that vegetarians are automatically healthy, but please understand, even though you are eating a lot of plant based, and that is definitely great, however, you still have to take your vitamins, you still have to take your minerals. So please still do that. We are more healthy as far as like not eating a lot of fatty foods or whatever, or you know, whatever it is that comes in, those meats. However, still, don't think that, oh, just because I'm vegetarian or pescatarian, that I don't have to take my vitamins or I don't have to drink, my alkaline water, or or drink my water or whatever, or you know sea moss, whatever it is that you do. Don't think that you don't have to do that. Please still take your vitamins. Please still drink your water. Please, whatever it is that you do, continue to do that, because that doesn't necessarily mean that, oh, you 100% healthy. No, you still need your energy. Your body still needs your nutrients, your minerals, and everything that you do need to survive. Okay, so if I forgot anything, because this video is getting a little long, and it's a little more questions, so I am gonna try to wrap this up. But if you need anything, have any more questions, again, just continue with the inbox, and just let me know, and I'll try my best to get back to you and answer them as quickly as I can. Please don't hold it against me. I still wear many hats on a daily basis. On a daily basis, I do. So that's the reason why it took this video. But thank you, for your patience and your love. Continue to do. You don't think that this video is judgmental, because it's not. It's definitely not judgmental, but it's just saying my lifestyle. Oh, right quick. I did get a question about my skin, and did um did becoming a pescatarian help my skin? I never really had skin issues, and the only reason I'm saying this is other what's his name on the it's other questions on the page, but I did want to point that out because I got that like 2 or 3 times. I never really had skin issues. The only time my face really breaks out is if, like, I don't know. It's I really just never had that really type of skin that would break out, but I'm quite sure that it does help with that. So for those who may have skin issues or something like that, I'm sure it can help. I don't know. I haven't really put it to the test, because that's just one of the things that my skin don't break out as much like that. Like maybe once a month, without giving out too much information. But so yeah, and even that is just a couple days. So I don't really know about the skin thing like that. But I will say this: drink more water. If you just not at that place where you're giving up more meat yet, drink water for your skin. Or you can eat your water too. So eat more cucumbers. Eat, watermelon. Anything that's water based. Um, Eat that. So thank you so much for this video. Watching it. And again, if you have any questions about plant based or becoming a pescatarian or a vegetarian, please, continue to inbox me. Don't hold it against me if I don't get right back to you. And just continue to stay blessed and know that Jesus loves you. And I do too. And thank you so much for your patience. Thank you for your patience. I know some people's like, girl, you said that over almost 2 weeks ago you was gonna sit up there and do that video. I know. But hey, I had stuff I had to do, and it's just been a busy lifestyle. So, anyways, just to sign off, y'all have a great evening. It's Saturday night, so the night is still young. It's Labor Day weekend for some of y'all. It ain't for all of us. It's just another regular weekend. So, have fun. Be blessed. I love y'all. And signing off. Peace out. Deuces.